Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we're going to talk about the Ava Kris Tyson situation. This is someone who is very closely associated with MrBeast and his content. However, right now Tyson is facing some very serious allegations that we're going to go over in this video. Now, as you can see, there is already a narrative being spun by various individuals surrounding this situation. Right now, Tyson is facing allegations that they have had inappropriate messages with minors. And you can see this god-awful Rolling Stone headline right here, basically saying that Tyson is stepping away from all things MrBeast amid transphobic attacks, which is a very weird way to categorize what's happening here. So let's talk about everything that Tyson is facing. So about a year ago, Kris Tyson revealed that they are transitioning, and that stirred a whole lot of conversation on social media. And at the time, a lot of people started digging into the Twitter account of Kris Tyson, and they would find some controversial things, edgy jokes, what have you. And this was covered in a now very well-aged video by Sunny V2 here, where we went through some of the brand risks that MrBeast might face by holding on to Tyson. And this video was attacked by a lot of people, and people thought this was the product of transphobia, not legitimate criticism or concern. And this is a situation that actually got the attention of MrBeast. MrBeast doesn't often reply to anything like this on Twitter. However, he did reply back in 2023 to a screenshot of that video saying, yeah, this is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare. He's my effing friend. And things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off. Basically dismissing everything in that video as the product of transphobia. Also, during this time, in the year or so since then, there's been a lot of other tweets that people have been looking into, like various tweets referring to Lolly, which, again, if that is something that disgusts you or creeps you out, that's your prerogative. But we should be much more concerned about is the alleged relationship that Kris had with Shadman. You can see they have multiple interactions on social media together. In fact, Kris, now Ava, used to own some artwork from Shadman and had it up on their wall. And you can see in one old video, MrBeast is actually looking directly at the artwork up on the wall. Now, why is this an issue? Well, Shadman is a disgraced artist, and disgraced for a very good set of reasons. He's not just someone who makes lolicon or edgy art. He made what is actually considered CP. And what I mean is, on multiple occasions, Shadman made sexualized art based on specific real-life children. He did this on multiple occasions, and the most famous example being a time where he made extremely sexual art based on Keemstar's then 8-year-old daughter. That right there is CP, even by the definition of the law in the United States. That is exploiting a real-life specific child by making artwork referencing them. That is exploiting and harming a child. And Shadman would eventually see his career crumble as a result of that and some other things as well. That is completely indefensible. That is exploiting a child. And the real question becomes in this situation, did Kris, Ava know about these works from Shadman? But a lot of people are really focusing on the Shadman stuff when they should be putting more focus onto what recently sparked all of this discussion about Ava Kris Tyson, okay? So you can see right here, this is one of the videos doing an expose on the past of Tyson. And in this video, there are many different messages that Tyson shared with a minor, both in public and in private. And these conversations began when this Lava individual was 13 years old and Tyson at the time was 20 years old. Right off the bat, there is no reason a 20-year-old should be talking to a random 13-year-old online, especially in private. That is already raising red flags, and you can see the years of interactions between these two. You can see various comments about hentai addictions. You can see the minor making sexual jokes towards Kris. They had private Discord calls together. Kris sent a private Snapchat saying, "Coming for America," with an O face right there. They actually met up in real life when the minor was 16 eventually. And also there's this very bizarre interaction right here where basically I think Tyson was going for some Patreon goal and needed more people and basically promised to send some fire nudes while replying to the Lava individual, and then going further saying, but not $5, pathetic, and Lava would say, wait until my Twitch revenue comes in. Obviously, very inappropriate conversations with a minor, and it reminds a lot of people of the situation involving Dr. Disrespect from a few weeks ago. But curiously, the Lava individual, the minor from those conversations, has come forward and said that some of the videos covering this situation are massive lies and twisting the truth. And they're saying that Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I'm sorry, those conversations with a minor are totally out of line. I don't understand why this is being brushed off as edgy jokes. It's very, very weird. And I think in this situation, this Lava person talking about it has made it even worse. And I'm going to explain why. Number one, it pretty much confirms that all of the messages from that video are real. And number two, a lot of people believe Lava is a victim of grooming. And it is common for victims of grooming to come forward and defend the person that did that to them. That is part of the process, and that is a sign of what might have happened. So it makes Tyson look even worse in this situation by many people's claims. And on top of that, there would be another round of people claiming that Tyson was inappropriate with them when they were a minor. A different person said that Tyson had inappropriate conversations with them when they were 14 years old. And on top of that, we would see some other very disturbing behavior from Tyson get exposed. Apparently, there is an old YouTube channel that was associated with Tyson where he was talking about revenge poontang from Jeanette McCurdy being passed around. And in his video, while trying to condemn this, encourages people to check out the links to this stuff that was in the description of his video, which would be a crime, by the way.
How's it going, you guys? So, recently everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photo. What the story is, she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out, and she is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show iCarly, and probably be seen as the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
So seeing this string of allegations and evidence, it's not too surprising that Tyson would eventually respond yesterday afternoon, stating this: I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and my mental health, which is clearly Tyson stepping down from anything to do with MrBeast. And the reaction to this is quite brutal. I mean, they're getting ratioed in their own replies of this tweet with people saying they belong in jail and that they're a predator and all these things. Where curiously, a few hours later, Tyson would add this section and make this entire thing a thread, adding more comments saying this: I wanted to add, I never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in these accusations with the tag of the Lava person has vocally supported that they are false. I mean, right off the bat, they're relying on the words of the alleged victim in the situation to clear their name. That's already a really bad optics right there. But they go on to say, having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and to those who may feel betrayed by how I act online. To lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who work at MrBeast, which is why I have stepped away. And just like with the original thread, a lot of people are mixed on this, and a lot of people are very angry about this, and they're not buying this set of what they believe is excuses for this behavior. But on top of that, a lot of people are looking at the Dr. Disrespect situation from only a few weeks ago, where he was canceled for inappropriate messages with a minor. And now you have the situation with Tyson, which is essentially the same. And people are saying you better have the same energy for Tyson as you did with Dr. Disrespect. And some people are looking at the reaction of people like Pokimane, where there was open disgust for what happened with Dr. Disrespect. But when it comes to Kris Tyson, they have a much more around the bush kind of response to what's happening. On top of that, some people are trying to cancel MrBeast, not for any sort of connection to Tyson, but for his own edgy jokes from like 10 years ago, which I think is completely irrelevant to the situation. But you can see right now a screenshot from the MrBeast subreddit where people are getting their posts removed for talking about what's going on with Tyson. And I think it's inevitable that people are going to look at MrBeast and they are thinking or hoping to see what he thinks about this situation, because he has in the past gone public and defended Tyson from various allegations and things that there are negative things are being said about them. So it's natural to expect MrBeast to say something about this, especially since Tyson said in their apology statement that they were doing it for their own health and their family, but also to protect the MrBeast brand. So if this was all done with a large focus on protecting the MrBeast brand, it would be kind of natural to expect that he would have something to say about this. But as much as people are focusing on MrBeast, let's not get lost in the process here. This is about Ava Kris Tyson and what they did and all the allegations that they're facing. And they're pretty serious ones. And as always, feel free to share your thoughts about everything we covered in this video in the comments section down below. But that's going to do it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.